Richards from Sin City. Sorry to hear that there's no fish in the creek. I think there's a few anglers around here might attest otherwise, right? Last week I spoke to you about how it seems, regrettably, that you're taking on all the manifestations, attributes, and ways of the authoritarian state. I listed them, the massive overspending, the central planning, the social engineering, government indoctrination, government-controlled media, special unwritten rules for the privileged class, the nomenclatura. Worse, the abridgment, infringement, attempted criminalization of lawful free speech, as we see on the back of these cards. And the continued intimidation of citizens reporting evidence of official misconduct, and now the thuggish, ham-fisted security agents present here in the room. So we discussed all that last week, brought it to your attention. I'm sure that you took note of what I said. And this week I'd like to talk about what happens when government loses its moral authority, okay? You know you have all the legal authority in the world. You can slam your fist, demand this and that. And some of you are successful businessmen. You have a great deal of earned authority. But what happens when you lose your moral authority, okay? When you conspire against citizens, when you try to block them from coming in here and write special rules that are clearly unconstitutional and do all those things, then you have a loss. The first thing that happens is you get a loss of credibility. Citizens no longer have confidence in you, okay? They don't believe you. And when you engage in these shamanistic proclamations about how it's this week or that week and all that, they're just going to laugh at you. You no longer have that credibility, and surely the emperor no longer has any clothes as things get worse, right? So, what do you do next? You turn to your pals, your psychopathic pals in the news media. Hey, we need to buy a full-page ad. We need to get FaceTime with all these news reporters and say how great we are, so they can run those glowing stories as things get worse. So this week we see another distinction of failure here for Solano County. Vallejo has been named one of the 10 most miserable cities in the United States, despite all this. Last year we spent $266 million on welfare. And it seems like we've just for years incentivized this welfare state, and now it's like they've become feral animals that expect to be fed, and once the money gets cut off here, what's going to happen next, okay? It's not good. You see the anemic economic activity? I can't even find a butcher in Solano County now, okay? When I try to buy specialized items like furniture, there are fewer and fewer stores open, okay? So we're becoming more like those failed Eastern European and Soviet states and client states where the shelves are bare and less economic activity and all that. So, I see my time is up. We're truly on the road to Cairo, folks, and I'm sorry to report all this, but those are the facts.